嗨，等我一下哈，真的麻烦。波比，把声音调大一点，有点小声。
Hey there, 2KMC here with my basketball, pencil, and paper, jotting down the upcoming neighborhood events. Start off this weekend with Big Top Challenge. Can you beat the mascots? I sure hope so, because if you do, you'll earn some sweet prizes. On Wednesday, get together with your squad and get to the...
怎么声音这么小？
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset.
怎么有点小声？等我一下，调一下这个音量。没有道理这么小声呢。
To get back to that feel, that kind of team.
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Wiseman. Curry is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Fresh in at the 4 spot.
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10" forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
Curry's shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside Fournier. Passes it to Birch. That shot misses. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And that one's good. Fresh.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now Fultz. Pass to Fournier. Back to Fultz. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. The Magic again can't hit.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Fournier passes to Birch. And here is Isaac. Now the pass to Fultz. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Back to Curry. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Eric Daskell, he's checked in for Wiseman. And the Magic making a change here as well. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Kem Birch.
Yeah, when Curry plays like this, there's an effortlessness to how he approaches the game, and he makes every facet look easy, not just the shooting.
And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
I love his shot selection.
说话好小声，
For the rest of the
你不会
team.
调大声一点哦。我这边说话应该很大声了哎。 你自己调大声一点。
The Magic decide to talk it over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
这边已经快爆了，还是游戏声音太大声。
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Fresh.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had the chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going.
Wiggins again with the block.
Defensive forward so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Curry wide open, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Steph with the initiative here, taking charge, and tonight making a ton of things happen.
Gordon kicks to Fultz. That's to Bamba. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. 8 points for Mohamed Bamba.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Passes to Pascal. Now here's Wiggins. We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Fresh. Gordon with the defensive effort. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic, trailing by 10. Kicks it out to Gordon. From deep. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here is Bamba.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
如果意外，昨天还好哎。
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
没有意外，勇士输不
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and an intentional foul right there.
湖人第5吧，湖人那场不是赢勇士吗？
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by
但是其实我觉得很好看，我真的觉得很好看。他们两个真的各有球星。
It's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
不要怀疑，只要 NBA 在的一天，一定会有。
They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
游戏声音大一点，那我调一下，我把声音调小一点。OK， 这样应该就没了。我把游戏声音调小。
Now here's Fournier.
干嘛？想干嘛？
Pass to Bamba.
不防不防不防！
He's covered
没有
by
没有没有。
That three off the mark, and that's an intentional foul.
OK， 结束喽。
He drops the first.
叮。可以了，可以了啦，不用这么久，不用这么久。
So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really
有
play
看美
in
国篮球
rhythm,
节
you
目？
never felt like
什
they
么
had
节
any
目？
doubts as to whether or not they
你
were
说
going
什
to
么
win.
节目？
And that about wraps it up for Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan
可
saying
激
thanks for
活，
watching.
你们知道那个可激活怎么用吗？他们说可激活，可是我根本不知道怎么激活。没有在训练的啦，没有在球队训练的，都是直接开打。我们选一个这个球衣好了。
All day long. And for more weekend fun, head to the 2K Beach Party. On Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, all
口
games
罩戴好，
played
口
on
罩
the
戴好。
2K
现在疫情严重了，大家口罩还是要戴好。在家可以不用戴没关系，但出来一定要戴好。
The lights of downtown reflecting, and with tip.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working
未来体育台
and stays
有啊有啊，
through.
这个其实加紧看吧，有时候看完
starting
有
five.
时候看完 NBA 就会
Curry and
转一
Clay
下
of
看
the
一下，
Splash Brothers.
但不
In
会
the
特别
backcourt,
去收看。
Andrew Wiggins is out there with Fresh, and it's Chris in at the center position.
而且我觉
And
得
for the
2K22 很
Trailblazers,
有趣的是，
we've
它有
got
放比
Damian
赛裁
Lillard,
判。
Robert Covington out there with
以前好像裁判都
Nurkic.
是
Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the two. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending
小李
team?
没有，
You know, some of that I think
小李
depends
这个
on
跳投
the leadership
非
you
常有
have
水
in your
准。
locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking.
3-point shooting, mid-range,
这里我
driving,
们就
and
看
taking
小
you
李
off the
VS
dribble.
Curry，
All the elements
我们
of
做好我
Curry's
们的
game
分内
is
工作，
coming out over the course of
禁
the night.
区巩固。
Now here's Lillard. 29 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And don't leave out his rebounding. He had a big
我们把
impact
球
in that
交给
game.
汤普森，
All his effort on the glass.
Now
汤普森带
Thompson
球帮他卡一个，
after the miss three from Damian Lillard.
打起来，有喽！
Thompson with the
漂亮。
bucket.
And you can
这是
see that
2021，对啊
backcourt just
，2K21
setting
就是
the tone
21年，
for the entire team.
Pass to
就是
Lillard.
21年的 NBA。
Here's Trent.
没有
Portland
错啦，
moving the
没
ball
有
around.
错。
Pass to Nurkic.
哦，包夹过去，打包夹，
Kicks it out to Lillard.
没有没有没有，他没有。
Again the miss by Lillard.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. Well, you look at the
What?
career that Dame Lillard
Thompson
has had
好
so
粗
far.
哦！
Taken 6th in the 2012
哇，史
draft
蒂芬
out of
克看
Weber
不下
State,
去啊！
a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Here's Trent.
这边我们保留体
Last
力，不
time
要乱跑，
14 points for him.
不然那个体力一下会用完。
The pass to Lillard. Covington wide
Go
open.
back.
He fires. Portland
漂亮防
again
守。
missing. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
N1，
And Lillard
Ayo,
found his
such an
strength
N1.
as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's
球
been
迷
averaging
增
20
加
points per game almost his
直
entire
接瞬间
career.
到 B，
And he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our
你
league.
看你看，
Here's Lillard. After the made shot from Fresh. Stolen by Thompson.
他们是 steal，
Fresh, the pass to Thompson. Now here's Fresh.
切传，卡一个，
Left side Curry.
有喽！
Banked in off the glass.
哇，他们必须还有一个暂停，说8-2攻势
4
啊！
for 4 to start tonight.
So timeout called here. The first for Portland. They come into this one following along with the Thunder.
休息时
What
间，
a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
Yeah, it was a coin
我觉得
flip game. Both
今年
teams had chances to win. They pushed them as
篮
far
网真的不
as
强，
overtime.
但
They
是有
ran out
机
of
会，
gas.
Ennis Cantor's
就
checked
很
in
想
for
去
Portland.
他们。
Eric
不
Pasco,
是
he's
啊，
checked
那
in
个
for
汤
the
普森
Warriors.
刚呢就乱运， 拔起来投就好了，一个射手。而汤姆森今年也是不会回来，希望明年可以看到健康的。没有，哦呦，这个小李子是有点东西，真的很强。有喽！快速回防。空间，没有空间。
Nurkic with it, picked up by Thompson. Here's Trent, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
斯蒂芬克好像明年也会离开勇士，被换掉。
Over to the left wing.
哎，好骗！一个拉杆。哇，比拉德挡不住啊！真的不要闹，差点犯规，被他躲过。这个跳投，哇，太扯了啦！哎，你做坏耶！你做坏了吧？这好像这么猛啊！他就这样一个投3分，然后一个投2分，比分被他追上。没关系，我们体力控制得宜，不担心。这里我们23比22。可以，有喽，完美，各种妙传。这不是你呀，我换人啦，这不是你，你没有这么强。妙传有了，漂亮！哇，我这个传球视野。现在美国篮球电视节目地板是电子版，对啊，现在都是了吧？就是会亮灯啊，你有没有投3分都会亮灯，很酷啊！我哪有用你？这不是你，你看这下面是叉叉叉吗？哎，你他妈的不要闹！你真的是会笑死人。我受不了，我要用我的禁区悍将，硬防守。我要被吃，是怎样啊？哎，Curry 啊，给我干嘛？哎，爆扣！哎，为什么没有 highlight？ 我爆扣哎！你很强，不要闹了。这里这样，这个卡我看不懂是什么。哎呦，左卡！哎呦，想挡拆没有？再一个吗？退掉，要单打，要拉单边，不可能吧？暴扣，不能用你，你还不能上场啊！你再回去 NCAA 练一下。没有3呐，在那个里面啊。干嘛删你？你是？哎呦，这个 steal！ 可以呈现。我哪有删你账号？不要乱讲，你不会删的啦。你是下策啦，不要急，你不要紧张，好不好？你一定会有上场的机会 ，OK 吗？你不行啊！你那个10字韧带断裂的人真的不行啊！那个会报销。卡一个 ，Curry shoot 有喽。有没有小球战术啊？你要融入勇士的体系。小球战术就是这么容易。扑上去。这么猛的，
stays hurt. Just not enough
我那个
effort
防守
to block out.
Yeah, that's what's
可以啦，
frustrating because you
挡一
did
边
the job
切，
defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it
哇
right back.
Buries it
科
from
瑞这个
3-point range.
受不
That's his
了
second
我这三分
three-pointer
真的
of this
好扯
quarter after not getting any in the first.
44 seconds
拉
left
墙
now
边
here
吗
in the？
再
second.
过 N1，
Brunson, good.
And the lack of
你好像可以
effort
进
to
板，
fight over the screen
刚刚的
there
感觉好像可以
makes
进到
that an
板，
easy shot.
那个
We
高度
see。this all too often. You have to be
打一个
willing to put in the work.
Pass to Fresh. Pulls up
跳
on
投
the elbow.
没有，
It's hauled in by Trent.
不过我觉得
Trailblazers
我那个
trail
出
by
手合
7.
理。
Lets it
哎呦
go from deep. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
His
No.
offensive skill
要
set
跟我
is
们
off
科瑞
the
大哥
charts.
比
He
三
has
分
more
是
than
不
a
是？
few ways to punish.
那没问
1
题。
second
我
between
们
the
这边
shot clock and game clock.
快过啊，科瑞别运啊！哎
Curry
呀
against，Brunson. Passes it to Chris. Here's Fresh.
三分，
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
今天快点的，没错啊，沉船啊！
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Kevin, he is
Curry,
tough to
别投了吧？
stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah,
有
great.
吗？
He can get up a
哎
few
呦，
notches higher. So
对
that'll
吧
be it？for
今
the
天快
first
艇沉
half.
船，我有看到。
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll
还
be
好
back.
吧，就单纯明星球员没有不在状况内吧，我觉得。
And we're halfway through this one.
Uberley.
Plenty of basketball left in a
Uberley
game that's been
JR.
fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, I mean, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Warriors.
哎，Easy，
Curry
好吃，
and Clay,
好
the
吃，好
Splash
吃。
Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Fresh, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic
哎呦，
NBA
完了，
father-son duos.
You know,
篮
I
板
got
巩固
the opportunity to
速
play
传
with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
呼呼
Now he's an all-star.
哦，我这个4分位传球，
You know, I think you're
牛
going to
吧
have an influx of that in the coming
就
years.
是这么强悍。
Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability.
没有吗？没有吗？
He's possibly heading to the league one day.
干嘛？
You
干
just
嘛？
never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
还好不是我犯
Sheer
规。
size Nurkic
PG 去年
possesses
说有借口
sometimes
说是打
overwhelming, which is how he gets these fouls.
This is his first trip to the line tonight,
PG 就
and
在
the
混，
first one drops.
人讲 PG 就很混。
Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole
跟
calendar
你讲
year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that
首轮
stretch
就被
and
淘
was
汰
a fixture.
我觉得很有
on
机
their
会，他
bench.
每年都嘛这样，他每年都绕赛啊，季后赛绕赛。
Hey, bro, you had some wild
And-
shirts on the
Yo,
sideline. I
hang on.
couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzy.
马就绕赛，他妈的，他那个季后赛都在乱打，
He would use clothing to call out other
我
players,
真的不
teams,
懂，他
and
季后赛
commentators.
超爱乱打。
Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Here's
反
Trent.
正
He's got
现在
nine.
唯一最猛的 NBA 真的就是老布朗，老布朗那个年纪，干
And
跟
there's
鬼
the
一样，你知道
defensive
吗？
3-second call.
真的是跟
And he's
鬼
got
一
his
样。
first chance at the line here.
And
哎，
high quality
为什么
numbers for
没
him
有放
all
过我
season long.
那个啊？反正现在 NBA 真的最强的，我觉得就是老布朗了。那个身材，那个三分，哇，真的是一直在进步。
Trailblazers have shot 10
原
of
来
11
篮
at the
球可以
line.
用
Nice
钱
work so
赌，
far
可
for
以
them.
啊，
Yeah,
一
and
直都
over
可
the
以啊。
course of the season, they're a respectable 78%.
很
That
多东西都有
comes
在
in
赌啊，
handy in close
连
games.
什么确诊人数也有在赌，只是你们不知道而已。很多东西都可以用来签
That
赌。
one falls for Brunson.
篮球股票，对啊，篮球很哦，你现在很多啊，真的很多。
Here's
Curry
Curry.
有漏，
Yep, that one goes in there.
今年
Curry's
之
got
前
4
篮网
points this
OK
quarter.
啦，
Oh man.
可是篮网有点不好看，就是有点变得三明治的感觉，虽然是感觉很豪华，
Curry against
但
Lillard.
是没有什么所谓的配角，大家都想要打，就是每个人拿到球就觉得很好看。
Nurkic can't
但是
hit.
打不出那种团队来。这里
To the inside. kicks it out to Wiggins. Inside for the tie, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. The Warriors have made their free throws at a clip. And the first one at the line is good. And it's tied up with that one. And here are the Trailblazers now. Lillard attacking. Second chance shot, and Cantor with the lay-in. Good. Cantor's got 8.
When they go into him, he has come through big time. You gotta keep getting him touches.
Now Fresh. 1 second left, and it's blocked. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 2.
对啊，季后赛马要靠调薪带。就看来这球星落赛就下去了。马都这样，看起来这么猛。聊天室，等我一下，我调一下这个聊天室怎么变呢？怎么字不见啊？等我一下，我调一下。可以。好了，美国篮球感觉是用心态来比赛，心态吗？我觉得还是看就是球星当天的状态。这样嘞，我调大了啦，这样有没有？有比较大吧？有吗？奇怪，阿古刚刚也有人说我讲话很小，因为我戴口罩。这样嘞，好不好？反正里面只有我一个人，应该没差。哎呦，不是的，你们不要要求这么多。我为了防疫，我戴口罩也是很闷的。然后还要给你们看这个帅气的脸，这样很亏。哎呦，又掉球了，跑快攻。
And there's the pass to Fresh. Golden State moving the ball around. There's the dish to Curry. And another three for Golden State.
我这个挡。对啊，现在出去完全到看，你们要记得不要什么侥幸说哦，你这个不要带，我跟你讲，真的还是带，切记。不要跟罚款过不去。反正这里面只有我一个，应该没有戴口罩。我觉得美国篮球好看是因为他们真的很屌，那个心脏还有那个真的很好看，就是他们不会像台湾可能比数差很多就觉得啊这不对。怎么掉球
？And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter.
With the anticipation, the angles Clay takes defensively, really
我老婆上礼拜很气愤，她旁边。那你老婆这个很合理。如果是我也直接开骂。很危险，真的很危险。都什么时候了，还在那边开玩笑？那边不戴口罩，真的是不要闹。
Curry kicks to Chris to the middle. Fresh. It falls for his fifth field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce back.
这个时间还在那边不戴口罩，真的是不要看。
Another shot. Here's Trent. The wide open shot by Little. He tries for 3. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Giles.
现在连什么骑车都要戴，真的是，就是等于是你一出你们家门，就是一定要戴口罩。 听说《灌篮高手》1周年活动送10个5级，5个10个5级的那个什么潜能是不是？上礼拜你们去裁剪，干那个裁剪为什么？你为什么要自己去裁？那个裁剪不是要钱吗？如果你自费裁剪的话，去便利商店外，对啊，真的还要扫热图，现在进去都要，很麻烦呢。我的啊，篮板猎手。伊里。可是我觉得也好啦，毕竟真的搭配了。我觉得大家肯配合的话，这疫情很快就过去了。就是希望不要有几只那种很侥幸之心态，真的很讨厌。乖乖在家不好吗？对不对？买东西戴个口罩嘛，或是实名制停一下都没有问题的。
Off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steph Curry.
His passes were crisp tonight, pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assist.
Right wing, here's Giles. They get it back. Cantor's shot is off. Here's Curry. Count that bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You can tell they wanted that. I know that seals the deal.
哇，太吓人了吧
From past the arc, can't get it to fall. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And in the
不过我现在真的觉得出去外面超热，我宁愿去公司吹冷气。我记得哪个图案 logo 吧
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Allen, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
哟，升级了，漂亮。听说那个筛检是直接捅你屁股，不是捅屁股，是直接捅你的那个，就这样，直接插进去。我以前得过那个什么 H1N1，我也是这样被捅，哇，那个是直接这样，然后你会整个超级不舒服，真的。这边我们要选哪一个看一下。最好了，确认。在家隔离3天，那你看起来是打灌高打得很开心的。I feel resentment from every direction. Even some homies be wearing expressions. I be discouraged from sharing my blessings. We used to share a connection. Now it just feels like it's wearing and stretching. I'm getting real sick of taking advice from people that never consider reflections. Somewhere in there is a lesson. Y'all ain't involved and it's very depressing. I'm at the club with the basketball team. Me and the Cardinals are sharing a section. Gotta cherish the present. I'm drinking water. Got a career and I'm very invested. Some people call it. 我是裁剪喉咙。哦，可是那喉咙也是吧？它不是伸进去那个然后点一下吗？是吗？还是我记错了？台湾确诊有人死亡，死亡一定，我觉得年纪大的那个真的是没办法，因为这个病毒真的是太强。你基本上如果身体有一点慢性病的话，都是直接。应该是救不活。你看那些死亡的都是60、70岁的，很少是那种年轻人。点一下而已。可是我觉得点一下也超不舒服啦，我之前被点过， 哦，那个真的是会想要流眼泪，很深耶，真的很深。
Kevin, thank you very much. We know Rudy Gobert is ultra competitive, but he knows it's not about winning his
而且听说现在
individual matchup.
各个地方的篮球场框都被用起来，就是连投都不让你投。听说啦，还是我不知道。
O'Neal is out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Fresh, and it's Chris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
OK， 原地灌篮。
And the schedule, Steve, being tinkered with. Do you think the NBA will make permanent changes to the season schedule?
Kevin, I don't think so. When everything gets back to normal, I think we'll be at 82 games and start, like we usually do in October, September for games. I just think the NBA has done a fantastic job of being able to adapt to this situation.
我都没去，我也没去啊。真的好想打球，我说真的，我真的超级想打球的，快受不了了。
Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Fresh. Gobert pulls it in.
我不要分球了，其实我没有投。
To the paint. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of
合理
leading
吧
this team.？
不然没有人啊，对不对？一定是先给他们用。
Terrific assist.
而且
Nice finish. Solid play all around.
不知道，我们不要谈政治啊，本台不政治，不谈政治。觉得每个都有每个政策，那至于不要去太多评论，我们还是专心在。吓死！快攻，他都没了。好打吧。
About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
过了。
Passes it to Chris. Fresh up top. 5 on the clock. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's
手超痒，只要很久没打球，那个手。
Unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And that one's good. Fresh.
很想要投篮，你知道吗？那个手真的很想运球，很想摸到球，你知道，有种得了一种病，就是没有摸到球觉得很痛苦，没有运动，那个身体整个都痒，很痒。对啊，一般民众没有疫苗可以打，所以啊，就是什么，大家好好待在家，不要乱出门，减少与人接触。 因为你不知道对方是有可能普通生病，也有可能是。什么叫恶劣要求？科里自己乱传。哇塞！大家加油啦！我觉得，哎呦，宝贝。
No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Look at the last game for the Golden State Warriors. It was a win against the Trailblazers in Portland. Back to Thompson. To the paint. Stolen by O'Neal. Conley with it. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Here's Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Mitchell's got set, and the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
不过我觉得也好，大家第一总冠军嘛，你说是谁冠军，还是说谁打？你是说哪一个？
First quarter, and the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers.
哎呦，太扯了吧！他们神，你在跟我开玩笑？你这样跟我说你那么投篮，信了我真的叫你一声哥，那浮夸呀！
Ingles passes to Gobert.
哦，狗贝尔这个灌爆。
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, fresh in the last game against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He had 16 points and he was efficient out there. Whether it was from the field or at the free throw line.
我觉得湖人会进，我自己觉得湖人会进总冠军赛。至于打谁，我也真的觉得不好说。
Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Here's Harrison. He's covered by Fresh. Tries again. That one off the back iron and out. So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to Indiana. Here's Wiggins, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that?
卡住了，等我一下。
Remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game, we played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then.
狗贝尔的脚步。 康利，哎呦。 Curry 就是一个缺点，遇到这种身材比较好一点的后卫会被屌死。
Curry passes to Fresh. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6.
职业球感。
So reliable. They really leaned on him at the offensive end.
这个你要等我开指定，我这只角色还不会大车轮，可以吗？可以再忍一下吗？我这只还不会。把球碰掉。助攻，哇，狗贝尔这个助攻，点，哎呦，哇，跳得老高啊！ 还是我等下示范一次阿雷乌给你看，专业阿雷乌哦。
There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter.
盖火锅，还想。
Right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
来个背扣，不行啊，我没这么厉害耶。
Chris played with 4 different teams in his first 4 years.
He came into this league, GA, with a raw
好啦，
skill
你下
set.
次跟我去积极馆，我展现一次我的背扣给
Physical
你。
ability, we know it's there.
好不好？
He's still very young and still has a lot of room
这
to
个
grow.
专业背扣。
The Warriors, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they're long range.
啊，我比较期待。话说你会想去看那个吗？高雄的那个联赛，就是 P Plus， 什么高雄钢铁人，什么海神队，我很期待，我真的很期待，所以我一定会买票进去。要不要一起？
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break. Or third. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So on the floor for Utah. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Rudy Gobert is out there with O'Neal. And it's Ingles in at the 3. Curry fires from the outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Wow. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Because Donovan Mitchell is so explosive, few guys have the energy, the effort, and the discipline to guard him on a nightly basis.
罚都没进嘛。 之前都是看摔跤，摔跤说 WWE 吗 ？WWE 是真的好看。
Curry looking it over. Now here's Fresh, guarded by O'Neal. Chris kicks to Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Fresh. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
还抢欧洲步哎，快笑死！
Stephen Curry get up and send that one back.
哎，
Stolen by Mitchell. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
这没有犯规吗？手球，1、2，带球，看这动作怎么那么好笑
？Conley the pass to O'Neal. Mitchell against Thompson. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Jazz.
Donovan Mitchell is comfortable playing at all 3 levels. He's playing at his highest level tonight offensively.
It's Curry outside.
挡拆一个
Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
这样还有
great things at the
防守的
offensive
很
end.
棒。
3 for 4 to start this half.
Here's Fresh. He's got 8. Stolen by Mitchell.
高屁股
Fires the 3. Utah the rebound. And it's in there. And now a 4-point Jazz lead.
惨了，差5分，情况不太对。
Timeout called the Warriors.
还有戏吗
As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes, and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
我们用最简单的挡拆战术。
You have to stay hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevon Looney comes in for Chris. And it's Buddy Hield in for Andrew Wiggins. Then for the Jazz, Bogdanovich is checked in for Royce O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Harrison in for Mike Conley.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas.
浮夸了啦，真的浮夸了，不要这么浮夸。
His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move.
怎么只得2分啊
Strong move at the rim. The defender was just a tad bit late and contested.
来一个，哎，不是，你会不会想去看那个那个 P Plus 的比赛？高雄之后会有。
And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
差一点2罚没进。
Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Looney. Oubre comes in for Thompson. And Lee subbed in for Steph Curry. Bogdanovich passes to Azubuike. Over Pascal. And he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
不喜欢看，还是觉得那个太烂。台湾你只看棒球。 哦，原来是棒球迷哦。被假的。你支持哪一队啊？不要跟我说蓝米狗，你是不是只想看那些啦啦队？你是只想看那些啦啦队的，不是看棒球吧？
They lead by 4. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Curry and Clay, the splash brother.
那你也是很会看，你都是看重点。不能说你算是很会看。
Conley against against Curry. Shoots from the elbow, and it's good. 2 points.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Wiggins kicks to Chris. The three. Fresh can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 5. From about 19 feet, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Warriors have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Mitchell outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws.
In a short time span, I'm amazed at how far Donovan Mitchell's come. He has very few weaknesses for a young player.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Bucket is good.
Hello. Great feel for the game. Curry likes this shot when he doesn't want to take it to the rim.
Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Mitchell dishes to O'Neal. And the shot goes in. Warriors leading by 4. Pass to Curry. Releases. That one a tad off the right, but drops in for him. Curry's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Utah shooting 47%, pretty solid. Mitchell is double. Gobert the pass to Conley. Great look, but off the mark.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Thompson with the bucket.
Okay, looking like his dad Michael on that play. Klay Thompson taking it to the defense.
Mitchell looking it over. Outside Conley. O'Neal kicks to Conley. 6 to shoot. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Conley is used to these tight spots. Just keeping calm and drilling the shot.
Count it. Utah calls timeout. They're down by 8. There's a minute left to play here in the fourth. Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Steph Curry.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He challenged his players to try to take control here. He said, this is when we want to be efficient. This is when we absolutely have to execute. Let's see if they can get it done, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates, and in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And it's the Warriors' ball. It's a 5-point game. Fresh can't get it to go.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball. This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Percentage-wise, one of the top free throw shooters in NBA history. Steph has certainly made an imprint on this game. And is showing of confidence by getting those two to fall.
And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mitchell. from the wing, Ingles. Offensive rebound. There's the three. Can't hit that one. And so they foul intentionally.
Nice.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. From deep, Ingles. The shot, no good. So we see the Warriors get the win here.
Easy.
Fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is...
哎呦，这个point 这么高哦！时间也来到6点了。
Brand new whip, just hopped in. What's poppin'? I can pass that like Stockton. Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locking. My body got rid of them. Sports in the top 10. I can put the ball in the end zone, put it.
什么时候会有季后赛？全明星赛啊？好吧，那我们3连胜，1、2、3、4连胜，漂亮！我们即将迈入5连胜。WWE 霸凌，对啊 ，WWE 就是他就是用演的啊，最好看的、啊。但是如果你不说他用演的，就是他那一次是用演的，没有打真实的。请说。
We are talking shoes today because we've got the 2K TV Kicks contest. Give us a rundown of what Concepts is.
Sure. So we're a lifestyle boutique created in 1996.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Golden State squad coming through the tunnel earlier, with the Warrior faithful anxiously awaiting their arrival on the floor. And David Aldridge is
Hey, Kevin.
Well, hey, Kevin.
He sure is. Thanks, David. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. LeVert out there with Brogdon. And it's Warren in at the 3. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Fresh is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5. And it's Wiggins missing. Now, here's Warren. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Sabonis, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team. And, you know, with Miles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. One of the best shot blockers in the league the last couple of years. And has really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defensively is where he makes his greatest impact in my mind.
Brogdon kicks to LeVert. Brogdon looking it over. The shot that time, not on target. On offense, here are the Warriors. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
The bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got.
等我一下哦。
From the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And the pass to Sabonis.
And you know what? At 6'10", dunking is low stress for Sabonis. Solid. Getting himself inside for these throwdowns.
And Clark, at the moment, you could argue that it's the defense that's the best asset for Turner at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, Greg. I think clearly that's his strong suit right now. He's got a terrific shot in terms of mechanics and range. I think you'd like to see him be a little more consistent with his selection and then develop a more reliable low post go-to move.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on.
今天不会哦，今天是小虎。
好
扣！
今天是小虎哦，今天不是边缘人。
好像对你这个名字有点印象。今天小虎也会开传说啊，等着，他马上就来陪你们。
Shoots over Curry, and the shot is long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Fresh. He made that one. That's number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
So the Pacers call timeout. They're first of the game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And the Warriors with a completely new...
Now for Indiana.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Warren comes in for Justin Holiday. LeVert's checked in for Lamb. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Karis LeVert. McDermott is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's T.J. Warren, and it's Brogdon in at the 1 spot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, Fresh in the last game against the Jazz did solid work. He scored 12 points and a couple of boards as well. It was another strong showing for him in what has quickly become a habit. Back to you, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt, and I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Yeah, I agree. They really need him. I mean, they need his energy and they need his talent on the floor.
Just 2 to shoot. And that one's good.
When you think about Brogdon and his three-point shooting, it really is a factor and a function of him being so good in the mid-range.
Pass to Wiggins. The 3. LeVert grabs the miss. Pacers trail by 5. Brogdon the pass to McDermott. Thompson with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
你要不要投？你到底要不要投？汤普森，你到底没投吗？再给我晃来晃去试试看。
And with that great positional size, Thompson confident at getting to this area and converting with consistency.
Brogdon against Curry. Chris with the rebound. Warriors leading by 7.
Okay.
So impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Pass to McDermott. Here's Brogdon. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Fresh. They're running. Here's Thompson. And there the Warriors now with another bucket.
And unfortunately, we see too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Curry against Brogdon. And stolen by Chris. And up the court come the Warriors on the break.
And one.
Nice shot by Thompson.
哇，嗨起来，嗨起来！
coming off assists.
You know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games.
哇，这波5连胜打得不错，
wished for more games again.
感觉是很有戏哦。
And so it's the Golden. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Fresh.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Fresh, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Travis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. We throw good, Wiggins.
You know, it's interesting. Some people say Wiggins should play meaner, but to me the most important thing is that he improves his overall game every year.
Pacers trail by 18. Brogdon outside. The pass to LeVert. No good on that one. And Golden State will go the other way. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Brogdon. Here's Fresh. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Pass to Sabonis. He dishes it to Warren. Just 5 on the clock. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got his rebound in this one.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And he gets the bucket. Chris has got his first points of the night.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And here is Brogdon. He's got 5. They need this. Got a hand on it.
Ugly start. Second half, they've missed their first 4.
3-point shot.
Gotta get on track.
Nice.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And the Warriors with some changes. Looney comes in for Chris, and Hield subbed in for Klay Thompson. Indiana also making some changes. McDermott's checked in for Sabonis.
It's
Lamb in there for LeVert. On offense, here are the Warriors. 11 unanswered points for him. On its way from Curry for 2. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. Back to Brogdon.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Lamb finds Brogdon. That one goes. Brogdon's got 7.
And then dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by the Warriors.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard.
New group in now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Turner. Warren comes in for McDermott. Karis LeVert's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him at the top. There's a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
And so in the game for the Pacers, Lamb and Warren at the 3 and the 4. Malcolm Brogdon out there with LeVert, and it's Sabonis in at the center position. Bazemore passes to Fresh. Count it, good.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Up top, Brogdon, guarded by Curry. Fresh, the pass to Curry. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Fresh. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I would want a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Itadze, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Curry against Brogdon, and it goes down 2 points.
Sometimes you watch Steph get a shot up, and you just appreciate what you're seeing, and perhaps the best shooter of all time. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
Passes it to Itadze. Over Curry. Itadze can't hit. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Here's Fresh, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
The pass to Sumner. Tries from 10. That one drops for him. Here's Fresh. The rebound by Holiday. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
好啦，大家拜拜。